Oh, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Today we're going to be carrying on Final Fantasy XIV. Just leveling up my Gunbreaker at the moment. So I was busy on a couple of things the last couple of days, but I'm back. So, oh, sorry, not Gunbreaker, Dark Knight. I already finished Gunbreaker. And I think Dark Knight is the last tank. Yeah, it's the last tank I need to level up. Need 5 more levels. The reset's in 49 minutes, so probably try and do some roulettes or something. Let's jump straight in. It has been interesting to sort of revive my time in this game. So I'm going to leave the crafters and gatherers to the end for the 80 to 90 grind, but I'll get around to it eventually. So yeah, I'm having fun. I had a sort of epiphany slash realization last night because I was feeling kind of not down, but kind of like misguided the last few days about why am I doing this? What am I trying to achieve? But then I ended up watching some speeches online, motivational speeches of from people like Jim Carrey of all people and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I realized where I had gone, where I'd become misaligned, basically. So I thought about everything, and I think I found my purpose again, which is good. Like it's an individual journey. It's something that you need to decide for yourself. You have to decide what works for you. But I have found my own priority, my own whatever you want to call it. Hello. Feels like we're living in this dungeon. So yeah, so I'm trying my best now to just stay focused on what I want to achieve. So I'm growing all my channels as much as I can, and YouTube will probably always be my priority. Like the stream will always come second. So I see the long term potential of YouTube way greater than the thing of Twitch. It takes less hours and it makes more money. So Twitch doesn't make any sense basically. If I could only choose one, YouTube doesn't is the best. Twitch no. But and it's also as well, at least with YouTube I feel like I'm actually earning the money. Whereas taking subs and tips and whatever from viewers is kind of, I don't know, like the way I described it, it's like a beggar with a stylish oversized cup. So I don't want to become rich off the back of my viewers, because my viewers have got their own problems. But each to their own sort of thing. I'm not going to stream 12 hours a day and hope people give me money. That's not how I roll. I'll only ever do that in case of like an actual emergency where I need the money now. But hopefully I'll never be at that point ever again. Ah, are you serious? 14 actually crashed? Are you kidding me? I've never ever seen that before. I got a DirectX 11 error. Um, okay. Let me log in again. Okie dokie. Happens. Tech issues. That's why we have an emote. Tech issues happen all the time. I'm sure there's a real reason. I'll have to check the Windows logs to find out what happened. Beep. Okay. Check OBS. OBS seems to be working. Start. What a weird thing. Like I said, the error that I got, I've never ever seen before. At least I got rid of the "you're already logged in" error. That was aggravating. And I'm in a dungeon. Let's do this. See, I'll say to the party, sorry, it crashed. Loading, loading. Unless I've already been removed from party. Ouch and ahoy. Hey Joshua, how you doing? I literally got a DirectX 11 error. I've never ever seen it before in 14, like ever. So, do you have any issues logging into the game? Ugh. But yeah, the reason why I still say in my stream title that how lucky am I, because, you know, I get to sit at home and play games for a living. Like, how lucky is that? That I live in that world. Connection with the server was lost. Oh, so it seems to be maybe a server issue? 10105. Is Sarg down? Or maybe the dungeons servers are down. 14.10105. Error. Flushing and renewing your DNS address may solve the issues. No. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me catch up to the group. They just like skip mobs. Ah, there they are. Wondering where they were. Crit. Ah. Yeah, thanks for pointing out. Alright, wait for everyone. Person is still missing. There they are. Heal. Let's go. But yeah, how you been the last couple of days? It's definitely nice to have sort of realign my thinking. Definitely helped. Uh, man. Oh yeah. Sorry. Also, settlement check from... Oh, really? Okay. Must be good. Was it a good amount or just, like, a few dollars? Oh, jeez. That was obviously a class action, right? Hopefully that'll help you plug the gap that's been building last few months. Five years, yep. Good, good, good. I'm still working, as you know, on all my stuff. I'm happy with how things are going at my end. I don't know if you've noticed, but my Instagram has been growing like crazy the last few weeks. At the rate it's going, I'm going to hit 10,000 followers in the next 1 or 2 months. My Instagram doesn't make me any money, but it's just the exposure, obviously, that I'm after. But it's one of those things of, is it possible to have that level of attention without having any actual sort of fame? Because, you know, I want to become rich, but I don't want to become famous. But I think it's kind of... What's the phrase? Like, well, you just to expect one with the other. You can't... It'll be difficult to become rich and fly under the radar. People are gonna know. But for me, like I said, I don't even need money. That's the thing. I've said that's why I have no sub goal. That's why I have nothing. Like, all I care about is the minimum. I've got a roof over my head. I can feed myself. I got rid of my debt. The rest really doesn't matter. If I buy a house, nice to have. It's a want. It's not a need. And I don't have, thankfully, any major like medical bills or anything like that. And I'm training my legs still, so I'm trying to take care of my health, walking slightly better. That will take time. Like, I will, for example, buy like eventually a standing desk. But for me, like I said, this is the gap between now and perfection, basically. I hope I don't give any get away. You are still getting it? I haven't had one in years. 44 days. I've got one. What? 44 days in a row? Jeez. You're unlucky. Four days in a row. Okay, I was gonna say 44 days in a row would be kind of crazy. Sort of finally getting used to the shape of this keyboard, and I definitely much prefer it. Oh my god, it's just like flipping tap targeting. It's like, yeah, let's select every mob except the one you want. But yeah, anyway, so I was talking before about how I've sort of been realigned, because I realized basically last night that a lot of the hesitations I have is thinking about what could go wrong, what could, all these sort of negative scenarios, possibilities, and that is fueled from, let's say, fear. And but I found a speech from Arnold Schwarzenegger where basically he was saying that the importance of not even having a plan B. Like, if you commit yourself to something, go for it 100%. Don't be scared of failure. And reflecting on my past as well, because again, I have these moments where I'm sort of like lying in bed and reflecting on my life. Like, at this point, I am the failure master. I've failed so many times, I'm an expert in the subject. So I am definitely not scared of failure. I'm actually used to it. I expect things to go wrong. So I don't have to be scared, basically. Like, if things go wrong, so be it. As long as it's one step towards good thing, positive. And thinking about my life as well, like, again, I was saying, like, how lucky am I? I've got no debt, like, I can play video games for a living, all my YouTube channels and my social media, everything is growing. I've been mostly pretty much drama-free for a really long time. I'm in good health. Like, it's not perfect, but, it's definitely not bad. I'm triple jabbed from the virus. Doesn't make me immune, but hopefully it just means if I ever get it, that it won't make me suffer too much. I fixed my glasses. I'm not in any sort of relationship that's weighing me down. I don't have to worry about my car getting scratched or damaged or stolen or petrolites going up because I don't own a car. So generally, yeah, I'm in a good place. Long may it continue, sort of thing. And that's why you see at the beginning of each day when I do the gaming news, there's pretty much a smile on my face every day, because I count myself lucky that this is what I do for a living. And I'm in a position at the moment where I can literally, make little to no money from the work I'm doing, and it still doesn't matter. Had a bad reaction from my first jab. Doctor said, don't get rest of them. Oh, okay. Are you, like, allergic to the, what's it called? Ingredients. you. That's boss time. Yeah, so it's definitely, in my case, it's not about like forcing positivity. It's about just realizing, you know, realizing what the positives even are. If that makes sense. But like I said, it's like each person's journey is different, so each person finds their own balance. For me, it's definitely about the issue of fear. Because I'm always scared, for example, that I'm going to have a panic or anxiety attack and my stomach's going to hurt me. I'm scared of pain, basically. Which I don't think is that big of a problem to have, to be scared of pain. Pain hurts. But I'm going to try and make sure that it just doesn't stop me doing what I want to do. Because I know how bad, clearly, my life was when I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I don't have to worry about commuting to London and stuff like that anymore. Let's see, I'm allergic to penicillin and a few other derivatives. I'm actually allergic to penicillin as well. Which jab did you get, out of interest? Because I got... Oh, what did I get? My family got the AstraZeneca. I got the... What's it called? The most famous one. Yeah, I got the Moderna booster. I got both Moderna third. The first two were Pfizer, that's all. Pfizer. My first two were Pfizer, then I got the Moderna booster. And yeah, it did knock me the hell out. Like, it wasn't good for me initially. But thankfully, in my case, it just made me, like, you know, tired. But I did see all the warnings about, you know, don't continue with it if you get massive reactions. Like, I remember even when I was there to get the jab, they had a flippin' adrenaline shot ready just in case you have, like, a heart attack or something. I was like, shit, this is like... I wouldn't want to be that person. Or if you go into shock or whatever, had all the adrenaline shots ready and waiting. But I always took COVID and everything and the pandemic very, 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 very seriously. Very seriously. Like, you know, some people... I know that there's a lot of anti-vaxxers out there. And I said that, like in Death Stranding, you're not only getting the vaccine for yourself, you're getting it to protect other people, to stop the transmission of the virus. So... that's the point, isn't it, with Death Stranding? Like, you were building the zipline network to benefit other players, not just yourself. It's the same with the vaccine. You're getting the vaccine to benefit and to reduce the spread of the virus, not just to protect yourself. But, you know, it depends how you want to look at everything. For me, basically, is I do feel calmer. I feel more revitalized after I've sort of realigned myself to not be scared of of stuff. I'm not scared of everything. I'm just... I was scared of my own anticipation, which is stupid. So I was sort of like, you know, these sort of irrational manufactured fears that your own brain has invented. So, because realities are, I couldn't care less what people online think about me, which is actually, it's a nice thing to have when you primarily work online. Also, as well, I am happy with the work I'm doing. So I don't compare my success to other people's success, because there will always be someone more successful than you. Always. Like, there's nothing you'll be able to do to be number one in the world. If you're number one in the world, you're going to be a flippant trillionaire. So there's always going to be jealousy, there's always going to be hatred, there's always going to be people who try and diminish your work in order to make themselves feel better, and blah, 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 blah. And I just ignore all of that. I basically just say, I don't care, whatever, go away, I'm just going to do what I do. So, and I love making the game news. It's, because that's something I've said before as well. So imagine actually enjoying your job. Because it's something that Arnold was talking about in his speech. He said that 3/4 of Americans hate their job. And one, I'm not American, but two, I'm sure that's a similar statistic around the entire world, sort of thing. Most people probably do hate their job. And I just don't, because you only live once, as they say. I don't want to spend my life, I don't want to look back on my life as an old man and think, I could have done this, I could have done that, but instead I just played safe and followed the rules and did everything that was expected of me. I can't do that. You know. It doesn't mean I want to be a flippin' Twitch streamer. Hell no. As I said, what I want to do is just work for myself. I love being my own boss. So I am the best employer for me. From the 10 plus jobs I've had over the years, no one has managed me better than me myself. No one's even come close. It's sort of like my management style versus everyone else. And then some of the employers, like, as I said, 3 floors down. Oh, mana. Oh my god. Yeah, we have 20 minutes till the reset. A new PS5 controller. My old one was getting bad drift. Ah. I got the purple one. Nice. Yeah, thankfully, because of PlayStation, I've got like 3 controllers waiting if my one ever breaks. But so far, the one I have is completely fine. As in the one I've been using. I love being partnered with PlayStation. It's really, really cool. I was thinking about getting Sonic Origins, because it's not just the remastered, because I have the remastered of the old Sonic games on that Sega arcade thing on Steam, but on the Sonic Origins they've actually been made to be widescreen. That's what I found interesting about it. And they've done it in the same engine as Sonic Mania, so basically they said it should basically run perfectly on modern systems. I am thinking of picking up Sonic Origins, even if I don't even stream it, just so I can play again. They did say though that some of the tracks from Sonic 3 they had to remove because the originals were made by Michael Jackson basically, and the licenses have since expired. Obviously they're not going to renew it. Look who's streaming. Yeah, for once. It's just... Oh, wait, on. Let's see. Do you like the lighting changes to this and most of the old dungeons? You know, I didn't even notice. Playing too much Neo, but fine. It's good. Yeah, Neo is quite addicting. It's quite fun. Which weapon is your weapon of choice? I always went between the standard katana and the nunchucks. The nunchucks would be basically my alternate weapon. I probably didn't notice the lighting changes because, you know, for a while I was wearing shades for like 2 weeks. So the lighting changed for everything. I don't even know what's what anymore. Oh, and I just feel more energized as well because I'm drinking water again. Because I have my, you know, my oversized thermos. Keep the water fresh all day. Got to look at your old videos to see how different it is. Oh, okay. I mean, it looks good to me, I guess. I guess it wasn't that big of a change. Like, do you have any opinion about it? It's not something that I saw and I was like, oh my god. What up? Did it pick up the key? I mean, everything's going to change when they release the new engine in 7.0. As I was reading this morning for the gaming news, about direct storage. I don't know if you guys have read about that. But basically, it's a technology from Microsoft where basically things will be able to load and almost skip the CPU and load straight into graphics cards, which means that when you're loading up games, for example, you'll be able to load entire levels instantly, or it will feel almost instantly, even if they're massive, because it goes straight to the graphics card. It won't have to go through the CPU. I literally almost included it in the gaming news to explain it. Assuming you have a SSD that's capable. It's like, teleporting in this game is already pretty quick, you probably noticed, but basically if they have direct storage enabled, it'll be even faster. The most I like, except for the Stone Vigil third boss, and Thousand Wars, seems like they lost too much. Oh, fair enough. So yeah, so like I said, I feel more relaxed, I feel more positive, I feel like things are aligned properly, my brain, feel good. And one thing is for sure, like, I can't stream 7 days a week, even if I do this for a living. Like, if I stream 7 days in a week, it would just be coincidence only. But it's not something I'm going to strive for, aim for, anything. Like, I need mental breaks all the time. But I already do the gaming news 7 days a week, so... How long have we got? 10 minutes till the reset. Two SSDs and 2 HDs. Yeah, I've actually got two M.2 SSDs. I bought the motherboard I have specifically because it has 2 slots. If we have time for a trials roulette before the reset. Probably not, there's only 10 minutes. Wait for the guy watching the cutscene. Alright. I do like that they've at least rebalanced some of the fights to make it easier for new players, I guess. Dang it. Mister. Hey, limit break, if you'd like. Cool. Good job, team. Alright, how long have we got? 7 minutes. Do you think I have time for Trials Roulette in 7 minutes? Yeah. Let's try. Hey, Mum. There's a good. Trying my luck to see if I can get it done before the reset, Mum. Trials Roulette. 7 minutes left. 86 Darkman. 4 levels to go. La-di-da. Bed sick. Uh-oh. Have you tested yourself? As in, have you done the allergen test, whatever it's called? I tested negative. Okay, good. Getting some DMs. See what's going on. Okay, cool. Twit of the Earth. Sorry. Find someone on Twitter. Kill. I feel rotten. Uh-oh. Really? I don't think we're going to finish this in 5 minutes. That was me hoping for, like, Ifrit normal or something. Has this fight been nerfed to Stormblood? Oh, let's go. Let's just make it up as we go along, that's what we usually do. Why? We Don't follow me, chat. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't remember this fight at all. Ow. He says in 1 minute. Yeah, we're not finishing this in 1 minute. Really? Oh my god, 0.05. I look away for 1 second. Ow. Is he putting his dick on the battle arena? It's like, look at my massive stong. Me too. Yeah. Mine's bigger. Alright, let's leave. Hey, Jen. Alright, reset happened, guys. Who wants to do, what's it called? Roulettes. What do you mean by lucky? I'm just lucky to be me, Jin. I play video games for a living. I've got no debt. I can make money doing what I love doing, which is YouTube, not Twitch. And then, yeah. I'm just sort of counting my blessings, as they say. Mum, I guess you're out for the count today? Yeah, because basically the last few days I was feeling like misaligned. Like I lost my purpose. Because when I do anything, when I work on anything, my gaming news, whatever I'm working on, I like there to be a reason. I like there to be a purpose to it. So, for example, I stopped making Gil in 14 because I already own 3 houses. So, like, why do I need Gil anymore? It doesn't have a purpose anymore. So, for me, the word purpose is very, very important. So, at least now I sort of had an epiphany last night, and I've found my purpose again about what I wanted to do or what I'm trying to achieve. And I do consider myself very lucky because I live in a world. I live in one of the richest countries in the world. That's luck. I play video games for a living. Luck. I live in a day and age where the internet and playing games for a living exists. My family lives very close to me and supports me all I have. Luck. Also, as well, I'm incredibly good looking. Luck. I'm a reasonable weight for my height. Luck. You know, I was lucky that I've always taken care of my weight. With the way I was living last few years, it could have fallen out of sync. So thankfully, I kept my weight under control. And, you know, so I consider myself very lucky. So that's why I sort of emphasize that. Like, right now, I feel incredibly lucky. So, yeah. That's why... You know, I sort of... Because I don't want to take anything for granted. Okay, no answer from her. I'm guessing Mum, she said she's sick in bed, so let's just start the roulette. I think it's important to remember when you have good things going for you and not let the negative overwhelm. Oh. All these rare dungeons lately. I like it. I like that there's more and more rare dungeons these days. Rather than the same one over and over and over again.
The fabric of our star began to fray, and the unchecked energies of creation begat malformed beasts.
Yeah, good. Yeah. And I am still loving, even after a year, more than a year doing it, I'm still loving making the gaming news. I love it every day. It's a nice thing. It's basically part of my morning routine when I'm eating breakfast. I'm eating breakfast, I'm reading the gaming news, seeing what's going on, and then I'm like, when I find an interesting story, I was like, ooh, yeah, I can put that in the gaming news. Obviously, there's some stories which just are not interesting at all. So each day I probably have to ignore like 50 stories which are not interesting or that I've already reported on. But yeah, and then I just make the video, record it. If I have to re-record it, and just while I'm editing, that's when I watch a streamer on Twitch or whatever. I can get on people's streams. So yeah, and oh guys, I don't know if you noticed, but the last couple of days I added ads to Mithrie.com to see if Mithrie.com can start generating some revenue for me. So I might as well, right? I put on Google Ads. Oh yeah, that's something I wanted to talk about. So because I run a website, I have to comply with so many laws. It's crazy. I've got to comply with GDPR in Europe. I have to comply with COPPA, the child protection laws in America. I have to comply with the CPPLA or something like that. I have to comply with Australian internet law. I have to comply. You know, this whole thing of we use cookies and so on, that pop-up, that's required by law. So there is so many laws I have to comply with. So I did a lot of research. I had to add a privacy policy as well to Mithrie.com in order to put the ads, because Google actually requires you to put the ads. Sorry, to put the privacy policy before they can put ads for you. So, like, if you go onto Mithrie.com, you go to the very bottom, you click on privacy policy, you can see how long the privacy policy is. That's part of the reason why I didn't stream the last couple of days, because it took a long time to research all of that. But now, I believe my website is fully compliant with everything. So if you legit run a website, like a proper website, know that you have many, many laws to comply with. And then there's the issue of copyright as well, because I use images which are copyrighted to other owners. You have to say that they are copyrighted to their respective owners. Well, even though the whole thing of, yeah, content creators should probably have websites to back up what they do, just know that there's a lot of more to it. It's just to make sure you cover your rear, to make sure that in the future you're not sued. And on top of all of those laws that you have to comply with, you also have to comply and make sure it's ADA compliant, which is what Shabs was talking about before. ADA compliance is, for example, making sure the text is easily readable, so that you aren't sued by someone who has type problems, for example. Make sure that the images have got alt text in case people use visual readers on your website rather than can read the text. So the alt text can at least explain what is in the image. But I'm doing all of it not just because I have to, but because I just, like I said, I want to make sure it's an actual robust website. Sloppy. Oh, jeez. In case you're wondering where I was the last couple of days, that's a lot of what I was working on, was researching for my website. And I add an article version of my gaming news every day on my website as well. I'm still doing that. There is still the first couple of months of articles I need to do back, to go back and make them. I will get them done eventually. But yeah. But overall, I am happy with the work I'm doing and how it's going. So put down just in case. Didn't realise how chaotic this dungeon is. Sloppy. And yeah, guys, I also upload my gaming news onto Instagram, onto Facebook, onto TikTok, and I link it on Twitter. So take your pick. Like, wherever you want to see the gaming news. Like, for those of you who watch my gaming news, like, where do you watch it? Instagram, or like which is your platform of choice? You go on the YouTube channel to watch it. Let me know which one's the most useful for you. I have no intention of stopping any of them, but yeah, I'm curious for people watching my gaming news. And the hope is eventually is it will just be people's routine. That in the mornings people will be like, yeah, let's see what's on the gaming news today. Let's watch Mithrie's video. Actually, you saw it first on Instagram. Yep. And it's what I was saying, Jin. It's like Instagram is going really well. I don't know if you noticed, but I gained like a lot of followers this month when I hit 1,000 posts. At the rate it's growing, I should hit 10,000 followers next month or the month after, I guess. We'll see if the momentum keeps up. And TikTok is surprisingly good as well in terms of views. I have to spend more time on promoting my TikTok at some point. But I'll focus on Instagram for now.
The land buckled. The cities burned. The waters ran red with blood.
Like my hometown. I'm just kidding. I might as well live in a little village. Oh yeah, then I've got an AC to keep my room nice and cool. We have free healthcare in the UK. So yeah, so I was saying, how lucky am I? I think it's the opposite of like when I was young, because I was definitely a spoiled kid. There's no if. 100%. I'm happy to admit it. That's the Windows key rather than Alt. Still getting used to the shape of this keyboard. And I'm also grateful to myself, basically, that I stand up for what I believe in, regardless of what people tell me. Witness to the second doom. I live by my standards and mine only. Makes no difference to me what other people's standards are. Hey, how about you, chat? What are you grateful for? It's not Thanksgiving, by the way. A genuine question. But I just remember as well when I used to do the whole 9 to 5 routine, I would be happier on a Friday because I'd be like, oh, thank God for weekends. But now it's different. Now it's like every day feels good. Every single day. Every day that I can do my own thing is a good day. DPS check. Same as you, to be honest. Mine is playing games for a living. Very fortunate to be in a similar position to you. That's good. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
And you will see the end of a world.
Whee! It's blood. IT stuff, second line support. Ah, NHS, work from home. Oh, cool. Well, at least you're able to work from the comfort of your own home. And as long as you can pay all your bills and live comfortably, it's all good. Been crazy. Cool. And I guess the nice thing is working from home, you can, like, on your other screen, if you have more than one, I guess, you can have, you know, a movie or a live stream or YouTube or whatever. Makes the day go by quicker, that's for sure.
The star was fading. We saw we had to weave its laws anew.
Have you been working from home for a long time? Is it because of the pandemic? It's better than me stuck in some tiny cupboard that looks like it was pulled out in the 1970s. I'll assume that's what NHS IT is like. Yeah, exactly, yeah. The main thing because I've been doing the sort of work for myself, work from home thing the last 4 years, so even years before the pandemic even started. So when the pandemic happened, it didn't really affect my work schedule much. But one thing that did happen to me is because I was sitting down so much, basically my legs disintegrated to a point where I was nearly not able to walk. So I would say if you're doing work from home for extended period of time, like I hope you're finding time to exercise, go for walks or whatever. Like you don't want your legs to diminish. Like, it won't necessarily happen for everyone like it happened for me, but you know, it's the warning I'll give people. Is that yeah, it's definitely a perk to work from home, but do it for too long without taking care of yourself could be a bad thing. Got the pandemic, but prior to, role was very strict office based. Yeah, so it was. Yeah, I know that's
Between
like.
us and our goal loomed a final misbegotten fiend.
Into layer feature. Yeah, it makes sense. But I want to get a standing desk at some point. When I get it, I can finally just stand up during the stream. Ellie. Getting lucky, yeah. Yeah, and we're lucky that we live in a day and age where not every issue, but a lot of health issues can actually be diagnosed and worked on. Medicine actually exists. Again, how lucky are we? Lucky that we live in a world where Deliveroo exists, you know what I mean? Because I did all of my grocery shopping this morning with a few clicks. Very convenient. And things I can't find in co-op, I order from Amazon. But what I'm also happy about is that I've learned restraint and self-control. I actually bought a kilo of M&Ms, and I am restricting myself to 1 scoop a day. So the sort of scoop that you would put like protein powder into a cup is the amount of M&Ms I have per day, which is not even. It's not even a packet's worth. Oh, thank God I learned self-restraint. Give a break if you like. Okay, good job. Okay. Okay, next one. Do leveling roulette. Ready, Josh? Yep. Okay. Cool. So yeah, how lucky am I? I don't think it's just a question of the day. I think it's a question of the century. Always need to remember how lucky I am. I'll take everything for granted. I'll be so spoiled about everything. And I am grateful, for example, I do not rely on income from Twitch. Thank God. My life would be so much worse if I relied on my sub count or bit gold or tip gold or whatever else. If that was my existence, that would be a horrible, horrible, horrible existence. I don't even, as you know, I don't even have any more the sub goal to stream. If people sub or tip, I do definitely appreciate it. Is it required? Definitely no. For me, it's just bonus money. And all it will do is, it will allow me to grow even faster. That's all it will do. It won't really change much. Like, I've already got enough money to live comfortably and eat as much as I like. I'm happy. It's a damn sight better than where I was some years ago. I think that's why I've got like a different perspective of things now as well. Is because I know how stressful it is to have so much debt coming out of your flippin' eyeballs. You know what I mean? That's why I empathize deeply with the characters in Squid Game, because they were prepared to do anything to get out of that situation. Like, of course, it's a TV show and they're just actors, but the point was the same. That when you're in that level of debt, like, maybe you have to have been in that level of debt to really know how it feels, where every single minute or every second of your life you're thinking, how do I get the money? To pay off my loans. Oh, and it's not even to pay off my loans, it's like to make this month's payments. You're not in like dire debt right now, are you? If you are, you're welcome to say. Sorry. Oh, that one building. But yeah, that was my existence for years. Literally years. How can I get my next month, the little bit of money I need, or my next debt payment? Not a way to live. I escaped that, thank God. And I am grateful as well. I have never smoked a cigarette in my life. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink tea or coffee. Well, I don't have to have the thought of, oh, I'll quit smoking next year or next month, next week. I never started. I've never tried drugs. I don't have any unknown children anywhere I'm aware of. Unless Don is keeping it a secret from me. I'm just kidding. But, yeah. And I'm happy that I have experience as a developer, for example. So pretty much all the work that's on Mithrie.com was done by me, based on my own experience as a developer. I didn't have to pay someone to make the website. I made it myself. Can definitely be improved always, but it's not that bad, I would say. Given I made it in my spare time. It's plus. Oof. Yeah. Neo is very good. I was hoping that, because, you know, it's like a samurai Souls-like, I was hoping I was going to have similar levels of fun with Sekiro, but no, Sekiro is flippin' difficult. I got my ass handed to me by some chickens in Sekiro. I was like, nope. Next game. Like, what level are you now, Don? In Neo? I think I saw this video where someone was like level 700 or something, and we're showing the route he uses to farm. I think people still play Neo, like, even if it's a single player game, they're always trying to push it as far as it can possibly go. Even though it's a single player game. I mean, hell, we know someone in the stream that plays nothing but Shenmue, even though it came out on the Dreamcast. Each person has their own preference, isn't it? And yeah, I want to play flippin' Sonic Origins, even though it's made up of games from like 30 years ago. It just takes me back to my youth. Like 30 years ago, I was definitely Team Sonic, I was not Team Mario. The second region? Ah. Some of the bosses are absolute chaos. You know, sort of impress yourself with your reflexes. Oh, we lost the healer. Careful. I just remember there being some optional boss, some hard one. It's not because it's not each individual boss is really, really flippin' difficult, and then you have to face two of them at the same time. Hey, son, bro. How you doing today? Let's wait for the healer to get here. Good. And guys, how's the weather where you guys are? Like, we had a heat wave in the UK earlier in the week, sort of like last week. Now it seems to have cooled down finally. Okay, healer's here. It's warm, yeah. No, I say that, but my AC is on. For all I know, it could be sweltering outside. But at least with the AC on, it's actually cooling my room. Whereas during the heat wave, even with the AC on, my room would get warmer. Too hot. Overcast, about to rain. Lovely, yeah. Oh, I love UK weather. Hopefully get a new job soon. Oh, nice. What do you do for a living? Okay to ask. IT as well. Oh, okay. My people. First line support. Cool. Well, some bro meet Robert. Robert is second line support. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, but basically, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't have an AC, and this room became like a flippin' oven. Like, I don't know if some of you guys were here at the time, but I'm a frog. Moo. Basically, I had to cancel some streams because it was just so flippin' hot. I remember having a red face even because it was so hot in this room. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you saw yesterday, they did an extended gameplay look, and they announced a release date for A Plague Tale Requiem, which is going to be in October. So hopefully I'll play that when it comes out. To say interviews. Don't be afraid to say I don't know, but I can find out. Yeah, I mean, I was literally, some of the development jobs I did, like, they literally said in the interview, like, don't be scared to rely on Uncle Google for an answer. They literally called it Uncle Google. Like, Uncle Google knows everything. My job, literally. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Wrong way. Because you can imagine with development work, like each programming language has got thousands and thousands and thousands of functions. There's no way you're going to remember them all. And even if you know they exist, you might have forgotten how they're actually used. You have to look up on some forums like Stack Overflow or whatever to find out how they work again. If people have actual real examples, real life examples. Oh, by the way, guys, I wouldn't recommend to watch people doing the slot streams when they are betting like $1,500 literally every 2 seconds. It's like month salary, month salary, month salary, month salary, month salary, month salary, month salary. It's like, oh look, I lost $100,000. Whoops. Month salary, month salary, month salary. It's like that's what literally can be like, and you might have only watched it for 25 seconds. Or it's actually become even bigger these days, where some of them have started gambling with $75 per roll. Are you betting screens? Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, sometimes, you know, I will have, like, train wrecks up just to, like, have them on in the background, just background noise. But I have, like I said, as I've said on my finance channel, in my case, I've disassociated wealth with money. The two are not the same. They're not even related. So, I'm okay with watching it, but not everyone is. And people get super jealous or would be tempted to gamble themselves, that's really bad. Yep. They've evolved much more than that. But one thing I was talking about, I think yesterday or the day before, was apparently they now want to ban gacha games and loot boxes in Europe. They said 18 European countries have signed up to ban them so far. So, like, that would be games like Genshin Impact or FIFA. He said if they can't remove the gacha element, the loot box element from the game, the game itself will be banned in those countries. And it's what I said about Genshin. Like, if Genshin had just a cash shop, you buy this character, it's guaranteed for this much money. Each character costs $10. Fine. But the fact is, you have to pay for a chance to get the character and a chance to upgrade it. That's when things become unacceptable. Because some people end up spending thousands of dollars per character. You know, I will probably still be playing Genshin now if I was like, yeah, pay $5, get another character. But I think the idea of spending hang on. No, my voice is gone. Spending money to get a chance of a character, that's one I think is too far. I'll drink water after this boss. They're very phlegmy these days. I mean, I was quite lucky with some of them. But I never once topped up credits just to have a chance to roll on anything. I think I bought the Battle Pass twice, maybe 3 times max, and that's it. And that's only after I had actually finished the Battle Pass. I got the maximum rewards from it. Starting to feel a bit better? That's good. Mum, we have the boys to watch later. Didn't work. We catch Joshua. That is okay because the rewards are fixed. Exactly, yeah. So if it's a case of you spend the money to get fixed actual rewards, then you're just buying stuff. Then it's just a cash shop. But it's the spending money to have a chance to get something, that's when things become unacceptable. People already almost like, they're not too happy with paid DLC in games, but they're like, okay, fine. And it will be the most dedicated fans who probably will buy it. The gambling stuff, the gacha stuff it's got to stop. But one thing I was saying is that it's a shame that some developers have. It literally has to be made illegal for some developers to stop. They're gonna suck every penny as they can, because it's the thing I found with Genshin as well. Is that like they worked hard to expand the world and expand the thing, but the updates for the story and expanding the world didn't come out anywhere near as often as the new character that you want to buy. Like, it felt like every couple of weeks there was a new character to get. Whereas expanding the world, in the months I played it, like I think they expanded the world like once. With that icy mountain area, that's it. So it was a great game spoiled by the gacha system. Which is a shame, really. And when it comes to like FIFA and stuff like that, and loot, what's card packs in FIFA. Like, I haven't played FIFA literally since the 90s. That didn't really affect me in any way. But it definitely hasn't helped EA's reputation. And in the future, they won't even be called FIFA anymore. They'll be called like EA Sports or Football or something. Good job, team. Alright. I get up and stretch as well. I bought this like 1 litre thermos for this like oversized water bottle. It keeps the water nice and fresh every day. Water. I recommend. Right, me get up and stretch, then we'll do the next one. I mean, guys, how would you feel about that? If they, for example, just added a cash shop to Genshin Impact to replace Gacha system completely. You can just buy each character for like $5, and then for epic ones like $10. Guaranteed. Like the second you spend the money, you get the character immediately. With still having a way in game to earn it for free if you spend the time. I don't care, I don't play anymore. Fair enough. I mean, the thing is, I watched the Xenoblade Chronicles free stream a couple of days ago. And I thought it was a good stream. Like, I am looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I thought it was really good. But right at the end, they announced the expansion pass for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But it's kind of like, you want to give us $30 more in exchange for a couple of scenarios over the next year. And maybe some more story in a year's time. I was like, you know what? No thanks. And that's why I even put in my tweet. I said it was nearly ruined by that announcement right at the end. There was no need for it. If it's an own choice. Yeah. I think a lot of it was just inspired by greed. Like, simply, like, whoever the shareholders or owners of Genshin are, it flipping became billionaires over this. And now, yeah, maybe the laws will change. But so be it. Like, they can spend the rest of their life rich. Their kids are rich. Their grandkids are rich. Their great-grandkids are rich. Over this one lapse, basically. So, effectively, they got away with it. They took advantage while they could. As with everything, the fun will end soon. And that's what I said about games like, for example, Diablo Immortal. Like, I didn't even play the game. I didn't install it. I didn't even start it so that I would avoid the pay-to-win completely. I wouldn't even be tempted to do it because I didn't play it. Did any of you guys play Diablo Immortal? It's right, yeah. I tried it. I mean, they said it was a good game, it was just ruined by the cash shop. Do you agree with that assessment? I lasted for 30 minutes. Fair enough. Look away. Yeah, yeah. That's why I literally tweeted at Phil Spencer, you know, the head of Xbox, to say, given that you now own Activision Blizzard, can you please 86 this? I still hope, separate topic, look away. I still hope that PlayStation buys Square Enix. Be nice. Add some more stability so they can just get on and just develop games and not worry about the other stuff. I think for the longevity it would be good. Gotta shoot. Have to do Mom's Food Shop. Thanks for the stream. Alright, dude. I'll see you next time. Posture check. I was slouching, chat. You didn't even notice. Shame on you. It was a test. You all failed. Fair enough. I'll take the F. Yeah. I guess because of the role quests, people are much better at using interject now. Okay. Back in time. I know, tank. Stack of Rooney. Oh, I watched the movie Bohemian Rhapsody again yesterday because it's on Netflix in the UK. So it's a good movie. I would recommend it. I literally popped Living Dead just in case. Okay. What level am I now? '87? I'm already 87? Why do I feel like this is going by quicker and quicker and quicker? Like, 3 more levels and I'm done with tanks. I mean, I guess it probably is. A. Group number A. I was thinking about it before. If we do a Last of Us remake stream on this channel, then I'm gonna go as slow as possible. Get all the collectibles and so on. And go for the platinum if it doesn't have multiplayer in it. Let me up. There we go. Oh. Whee. Yeah, that's true. XP bonus every time. Is that why then? It's because every time I do roulette. Flicker it off. Blech. You have to do chains, please. Didn't realize that the EXP bonuses were that big. Thanks. And he's nearly dead. Rawr. Yeah. Last boss time. Hey Ian. How lucky are you? Well, let's do the math. I play video games for a living. I'm debt free. I live in one of the richest countries in the world, where we have universal free healthcare. I am a healthy weight for my height. My family live close by. I have access to unlimited food with a few clicks. I've got enough money to pay my rent and feed myself every day. I don't have anyone telling me what to do. I do not have an alarm clock. I don't have to commute to get to work. I have central heating. Would you like me to go on? I do not own a car, so I don't have to worry about the car getting damaged. I don't have to worry about rising petrol prices. Doesn't affect me. I have none of that. So yeah, I would consider myself very lucky, yeah. All my social media is growing, all my YouTube channel is growing. So yeah, like, what right am I to complain about anything? Are you even able to drive? I actually am, yeah. I have a license. I used to drive I used to drive to my first job. No, I think my driving license expires next year. I'm gonna have to renew it. Well, it depends, because I had to drive to work, but when I was driving to work, like, I wouldn't have time to panic about the issue, because you're talking about my travel anxiety, right? I wouldn't have time to even panic about things, because I was more concerned with not dying or not crashing. But I've never done a long drive. Like, I think the longest I've been in the car is like half an hour or something. And also, I've never driven on a motorway before, ever, in my entire life. It was literally just 5-10 minutes to work, and that's it. And with my first job, it used to be close enough where I could literally drive home for lunch. It was nice. And I did used to do that quite a lot. I used to drive home for lunch, have lunch with my mother, and go back to work. Alrighty. I've already done trials. I think we're done, Josh. Then I can do, you go do the beast tribes. I've driven over 8 hours, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was more I just don't want to be blamed for causing an accident. I wasn't necessarily worried about dying in a car crash, it's more like, I just don't want to have to deal with all the insurance and all the crap. Posture check? There you go. You see someone's paying attention on, like, the rest of you chat. See if this hits me to 58. I can finish all the Akasodra and stuff. What time is it? 5:20. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. But it's a case of, yeah. I mean, to answer your question, Ian, I was, because the last few days, basically, I almost lost my I lost my purpose. Why am I even doing this? Sort of self-loathing sort of thing. But I ended up watching some speeches on YouTube from people like Jim Carrey and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've actually seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger one probably 4 or 5 times now. And I keep forgetting the content. So sometimes I just need a refresher. That helped me to realign, let's say. Oh. And yeah, just count my blessings. I play flippant video games for a living. How lucky am I? Let's see, I like that one. I showed it to my students. Yeah. The Jim Carrey one was kind of different, because it wasn't necessarily... I don't know, I'll show you the Jim Carrey one later, Mum. I'll see what you think of it. It's definitely approaches things from a different angle. It's more like of how you perceive yourself and perceive people around you. Let's see if I can find it, actually. It should be in my history. There we go.
If you had a day.
I'll link it for your chat so you can watch it, if you want to watch it. This is the Jim Carrey speech. Then that combined with honey. Looking from the history. Friends, 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 games, games, games. Oh, here's honey. I'm not saying it's a magic cure and all of your woes will go away, but it worked for me. So, that's the thing. Just, because I was already, to be honest, close to the answer, regardless, let's say. But it helped tip me over the edge, let's say. Yeah, watch the Arnold one more than once at this point. I think it's like, it's really, really flippin' obvious, but I feel like, just to remember that you can learn things from other human beings. You don't have to make it all up and do it on your own. But part of the realization is that you don't really know anything about anything. And that's okay. And I would say as well, if you get these sort of inspirations, you're not gonna, at least in my experience, you don't get filled with euphoria and like have an instant solution to everything. Like, sit on it, let it stew. Find your own answer. Find more speeches. Other people that you might respect more, or you can learn from more. People that resonate with you better. It doesn't have to be celebs. It could just be other people. You can learn from anyone. Be your own mother. That gives you knowledge. Yeah, yeah. Because it's sort of like... Because when I used to have therapy at one point, and the whole point of it was to just ask you the right question. Not therapy, sorry, counseling. So it was about just asking me the right question and then me finding the answer for myself. So it's almost a way of saying that you have all the tools you need. It's just about how you use them. Of course, if you have, like I've said many times, if you have actual medical, physical, mental issues, I would recommend to seek the help of a professional. You don't have to find the answer yourself. Yeah, I hit Sworn with the Arcosodra. So even when I wasn't streaming, I was still doing the Arcosodra every day. Yeah, I said it just helps. For me, it's helped me to just realign. So many stresses and worries for no reason. Because it's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream, is that a lot of my hesitation to get certain things done was based around thinking that things might go wrong and so on. And that anticipation is based on the idea of fear. And will, in my case, anxiety, will it flare up? Because in my case, when I have anxiety, I get really severe stomach pain. So it's a physical problem for me, it's not just a mental one. And I think there's nothing wrong with being scared of pain. And that's a perfectly rational thing to be scared of. But these crabs on Final Fantasy XI. Next. Have waterlogged crates. Oh, jeez. Sunk in the water, have they? Yay. Last one. Because some things I'm already doing. Like, if you watch the Arnie speech, like, I'm already working incredibly hard on the... What's it called? On my gaming news every day. And no one can deny that. Working very hard on it. I could perhaps work more on my physical fitness. I'm still trying to do my, my yoga. Let's see. I'm supposed to select something? You're Mithrie, right? It's like, well, duh. I'm an elephant. Ooh. Okay, nearly done. This hopefully will hit me to 88 Dark Knight. There's about a million. Yeah, it should hit me to 88. Time is it? 5:30 p.m. Bloody da. I might leave it at that for today, chat. Like, just get this turned in and then just log out. Just chill the rest of the day. Like, right now we're watching The Boys. We finished watching Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney+. Plus. We're watching Miss Marvel on Disney+. Plus, and we're watching The Umbrella Academy. Season 3. I'll just chill. But hopefully I'll stream tomorrow. Oh, 88. Nice. I guess, yeah, when Dark Knight's 90, then I can really empty my bags of all tank gear, other than the ones I'm wearing. Then, maybe I'll do Astrologian next, I still need to decide. Maybe Dancer after that. We'll see. But I think with both Astrologian and Dancer, I need to go back and do all the quests. It'll take a while. Alright, guys. So, I'm going to go chillax the rest of the day. Thanks for your help, Josh, as always. Appreciate you. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. So, have a good one, chat. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.